Hey there, it's Joe from Oops All Games here, and welcome to our review of Avowed, the newest Xbox Game Studios title developed by Obsidian Entertainment. As things go around here, this review was written and adapted for video by yours truly. It's also worth noting all the gameplay you'll see was captured on Xbox Series X. So, let's dive in. Obsidian is known for bringing incredibly immersive worlds to life in ways only they can achieve. Whether you want a post-apocalyptic environment like Fallout New Vegas, a space adventure in the Outer Worlds, or a larger-than-life multiplayer romp like Grounded, Obsidian makes sure there's something unique in each of their games. Avowed is another example of that, worrying less about where your adventure lies and more about how you can conquer it. You play as a character of your own creation, which means Glenn is back! After hacking and slashing his way through the Three Kingdoms, Glenn has moved up in the world, being the Emperor's envoy. This, in tandem with being a godlike, means you essentially have inarguable access to do whatever you wish, whenever you wish to do it. The game hopes you embark on a journey through the living lands to find the cure to a plague known as Dream Scourge, which has infected various people and wilderness into becoming corrupt and bent on harmful intent. It's a bit of a bland premise, but one that could be interesting given the right storytelling tools. Luckily for us, that's where Obsidian shines. While the general concept itself is nothing to write home about, the characters feel so unique from one another and the world feels so lived in and full of things to do. Everyone you meet along your journey has a reason for being there. They all have some sort of history. And since you're the envoy, they all immediately follow your lead. The story, for what it is, has turned out to be a pretty fun time. Yes, it's got a simplistic plot as its baseline, but what Obsidian does with the characters and the world is enough to keep me invested through the majority of my 15 to 20 hour playthrough. The combat is nothing you haven't seen before from an action RPG. It's not too fast paced like Final Fantasy VII Remake, but it is exciting enough to keep you wanting to do more of them. There are loads of weapon varieties as you make your way through the game, each containing an entirely unique playstyle. This helps keep things fresh should you decide to change things up after a while. Some weapons you can use include your standard sword and shield, a bow and arrow, or even a heavy swinging hammer. At the end of the day, the variety in weapons and combat mechanics serve as a way to make every playthrough of the story different. Glenn the Sharpshooter plays differently from Glenn the Spellcaster or Glenn the Close Range Warrior. Just like the variety of weapons, the enemy roster is quite varied as well. From spiders to bears and even humans at times, there's no shortage of who you get to try out your skills on. The combat all boils down to figuring out the systems and seeing what gels with you the best. And an argument could be made the game as a whole relies on that. If the gameplay and story isn't enough to get you wanting to come back to this, there's not much else Obsidian offers. Avowed does take things in an interesting direction with how you can perceive the game. You have the option to choose between first-person viewing and third-person viewing. And me personally, I chose to play the majority of the game in third person as you have a wider range of what's going on, but it's really just nice to see the option there. For me, while nothing stands out above all other games, Avowed is an experience I enjoyed my time with and had fun with, which is what games are meant to be at the end of the day. This one has the Obsidian formula written all over it, and if you like their prior games, you'll have a good time with Avowed. If you're interested in trying out Avowed for yourself, it is available right now on Xbox Series X and S and PC, and is available to all Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers. And that has been our review of Avowed. But of course, we want to know, are you interested in trying this game out, or will you be waiting for future Obsidian games? Head on over to the comments section and let us know your thoughts. Thanks for watching! Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on all things Oops All Games and News Channel 20.